Hello. Welcome to Triggered Care. I'm Alex. And I am currently going through a mental break due to trauma. And usually this is the time that I take a step back from the internet and everything and try to collect myself. But I've been thinking so much about how I get here and the events that lead up to it. And as you know from my last video, I've been dealing with a lot of flashbacks. So I kind of just want to go over what I've been going through recently. So I was going through a lot of flashbacks, and I started opening up about them and the memories coming back and the feelings I was going through, which led me to some very old, vivid, strong flashbacks that hit me about a week and a half ago, over the weekend. One of the most vivid, terrifying flashbacks I've ever had. And so for that week, I was extremely disassociated. I was feeling awful. I was exhausted all the time. And I was searching for physical comfort. And I'm going to keep this very vague since it is fresh and I don't really want to speak on things too soon. I don't want to speak on things when I'm hyper emotional about them. I want to be able to, process things first and get a clear feeling on my thoughts about it when I'm grounded and when I'm not extremely activated. So, some events occurred, and it was bad, but it could have been worse sort of situation. And part of that is I've gotten way better at self-advocacy and saying my boundaries out loud, saying my expectations out loud, and being communicative about my feelings and what sort of spot I'm in. And setting down boundaries like that, expressing yourself, expressing your feelings and your needs, it's difficult. It's difficult to do when I was raised with the perspective that I was worse than everybody else in the entire world. Everyone else is better than I am. And I am made to service people. And that belief system permeated my entire being. So the thought of vocalizing something that I needed, even as basic as food or sleep or whatever it is, was terrifying to me for a really long time. And in order to combat that conditioning that my brain went through and how I experienced life, I had to empathize with myself first. And to be honest, I only learned how to do that by talking to so many survivors and feeling empathy for them and feeling such strong emotions of connectivity with them that enabled me to validate myself and be like, wait, I'm a human. I deserve respect. I deserve dignity. And that took a really long time for me to feel in my heart of hearts. And I've gotten much better at that. Problem is when I'm suffering, when I'm feeling really low, I crave a connection that feels like home. My issue is home is a very toxic place. And so the people that I'll connect with best when feeling really awful are people who were raised like I was. And then that same sense of humor. And it's like we play this trauma cycle with each other of abuse. And the thing is I can't say whether this is a conscious or unconscious decision on their part, because I can't know that. Nobody can fucking know that, whether it's intentional or unintentional. Either way, it's a trauma cycle playing out. And it's so hard to step out of. Because it starts off with, I'm feeling sad. I want comfort. I'm going to look for comfort. And then the chemistry is with that old mindset. Because that's the spot that I'm in. Because I'm triggered out and I'm flashbacking back to the olden days that had those messed up belief systems permeated into the foundation of our being. But I've gotten better at it. And now that I've gotten better at it, my reaction to getting hurt repeatedly is no longer just steeped in despair and sadness about how terrible I am and how I deserve all this stuff. Now my reaction is, I'm just angry. Why is our culture like this? Why is society like this? Why is it so common for men and predators and whatever predators? I don't mean to generalize here, but why is it that predators just run rampant and find the most vulnerable, mentally ill people and rape the shit out of them? And the thing is the survivor stories are so intense, people often disregard it as that's too crazy to be real, which hurts us even more and shames us even more into the closet. When I tell people how much I've been assaulted, I can see disbelief in their eyes. But you know what? I'm mentally ill and I'm skinny. So the rapists be out here raping us mentally ill, weak people. They just be doing that. And it's just a normal part of life for us, where most of us don't even realize that we've been raped because we're so disconnected and disassociated because we're getting traumatized all the time. So we need to self-advocate so we can access the anger that we need to fucking let out and not let it eat away at us for surviving all this intense stuff. That's been my thought process. It's really different. It's really different trying to process stuff when you keep changing your perspective on life and yourself and recovery, and then you actually start feeling the feelings that have been buried for so long, and they're so intense because there are so many years of repressed rage inside my body, and now it's starting to peek out because I've given myself the belief system that I'm a person and I deserve safety and I deserve respect on the most basic levels of basic human decency. I shouldn't be afraid of getting raped all the fucking time. When I'm sad, that should be the last thing on my mind. When I'm going through fucking rape flashbacks, the last thing I should have to worry about are all the rapists surrounding me. This is fucked up. And that's my feelings on it. I've been panicking nonstop. And I've been upset, and I've been having episodes, but you know what? Just because I'm upset and mentally ill doesn't mean that I'm invalid and that I shouldn't have a space to talk about my fucking concerns about how this society is run. And the fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to calm down, though. Obviously, I need to calm down. I just wanted to express my hurt over being repeatedly traumatized and just trying to support people the best I fucking can as dodging all this crazy shit. Because, you know, I'm an easy target, right? Okay. Well, I'm going to start yelling about it. So, hopefully, y'all will just learn to leave me alone so I don't make a fucking video bitching about how you made me feel. I love you guys. I love the community. I love everybody. I want to promote the idea that you should advocate for yourself. You should put down boundaries, and if they are crossed, you cut that person off. And be like, you know what? If you can't respect me, you don't get to be around me. So I'm going to stop recording and try to ground because I'm getting very overwhelmed. And I know healthy things now. So I'm going to sort out my brain. And I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate all the subscribers and the likes and just the comments especially touch my heart. And I just love you guys. I love the survivor community. You're my reason for existence. So thank you.